So this is Dance with the Universe. After a long pause, I'm really happy to be with you guys again. And the beginning of the year was really strong, I guess, for a lot of us. And we all felt it, but now I'm fresh and ready to connect and share with you a lot of beautiful things again here on my channel. And I'm so happy to be live again. So today's episode, I want to share with you some handy things, some tools I guess we all need right now. The title is My Top Tips for a Healthier Lifestyle. So it's literally things that you can use daily from the areas of yoga, energy work, nutrition, neuroscience. And those things are spiritually and scientifically proven to be good for your health. So enjoy this very healthy dance with the universe. To share with you these tips and tools, I'm going to kind of go through my daily routine. Because it's things that I actually do every day, and that for that reason I can really recommend from my heart that you do it as well. The first thing I want to share with you is how to get rid of toxins inside your body with coconut pulling and tongue scrapping. Two really amazing tools. So we all know that how you start your day determines the rest of the day. So for many years, this is already my secret morning obsession, and I really love to do it. Both rituals, they originated in India from the Ayurvedic medicine. And let's start why we first clean the mouth. So the mouth is considered to be the mirror of your overall health in Chinese medicine as well as in Indian medicine. So maintaining your oral health is actually super important. And how you do that? Well, first of all, you start with coconut pulling. How you do that? Before eating or drinking anything in the morning, you take 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, pure coconut oil. You put it in your mouth and you start swishing it around for like 10 to 15 minutes. You can do other things while you do that, so I usually shower and get ready. And after these 10 to 15 minutes, you spit it out and you don't swallow it. So what are the benefits of that, doing that? The coconut oil absorbs the toxins which are accumulated in your mouth at night. So it reduces all the harmful bacteria in your mouth, on your tongue, and in between your teeth. For that reason, it helps you with inflammation, it fights plaque, and it cleans stains on your teeth even. So people say that you get more white teeth when you do coconut pulling every day. So in Ayurvedic medicine, the tongue is connected to various organs. So every little point on your tongue is connected to a different organ in your body. The tongue stores toxic heavy metals on top of itself. Sometimes maybe in the morning you realize that you have like a white film of something on your tongue. Well, that are the toxins. And oil pulling actually activates salivary enzymes which absorb toxins such as chemical toxins, bacterial toxins, and environmental toxins even from pollution. And they absorb that from the blood and remove from the body through your tongue. It's really amazing. And also actually I love the taste of this tropical coconut in the morning. I don't know about you, but it's really amazing to start like that. And I actually feel that during the coconut pulling, the absorption of the toxins and that it's taking out things, and after that I feel my mouth more clean. It's amazing. And after the coconut pulling, you do tongue scrapping because that goes together really well. What's that? So basically you use like a metal string, or actually I use a spoon or the back of your toothbrush. Indians actually use their fingernails, and you brush over your tongue on the side, on top, and you will see that there comes off like yellow white stuff. And it's really satisfying to take that off, believe me. So as you know, the tongue accumulates toxins and bacteria, and especially in the morning when, like I told you, you have this white film. So with the coconut pulling, it helps to take off some things, but to really like give it a good clean to your tongue, that's like the tip of the iceberg, the best thing you can do. So this layer, this color on your tongue actually comes from bad digestion or the imbalance of your gastrointestinal system and your unhealthy eating habits. So by scraping your tongue, you remove these toxins and you help actually improve your digestion. And with this kind of massage, you do actually at the same time, you stimulate your inner organs, because as I said before, the tongue is energetically also connected to all your organs. And Ayurveda also says by cleaning your tongue, you clean your mind. And what's a better start into the day than with a clean and clear mind? So another thing I can recommend is before you scrape your tongue, examine your tongue actually, how it looks like. It's a really beautiful study to do, because when your tongue is coated with these toxins, it means you should be really more aware of your digestion and of your eating habits and of your nutrition. So it helps you to become more conscious what's going on in your body too. And tongue scraping literally gives me a feeling of removing something bad. It's literally cleaning my whole body. With this action, after that, I feel amazing. Take off the waste of the past day and night. So try it out and you will see you will not be able to stop again. Now, after cleaning your tongue and your mouth, there's something that I do every morning that should not be missing before breakfast. Actually, you know, many people say you should drink a lot. After tongue scraping and coconut pulling, it's amazing to drink a lot, because if you do that before, if you drink before, you kind of swallow all your toxins and you don't want that. So you can drink a lot of water for sure, but I have a power drink I drink every morning that is actually super amazing to start your day and to get your body fluids moving and to get ready to rumble. So this power drink is made of hot water, curcuma, black pepper, ginger and lemon. Why I use these ingredients? Let's go into the nutritious side of things. Turmeric. Turmeric is like the little sister of ginger and also comes from Southeast Asia, and it has countless healing properties. It's a superfood, so superfood literally means a food full of antioxidants. For that reason it works anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiviral. It helps with diabetes, rheumatism, skin conditions, depression, allergies, supports the brain and nervous system. In Ayurvedic medicine, it has been used for years and years and years, like ginger, to fight infections and open wounds, to protect the digestive tract, and to strengthen the immune system. Due to its really cleansing energy. It's a root, no? It's really cleansing. And it's also used in many traditional rituals, because turmeric represents the energy of the Divine Mother, which is called Ganesha in Hinduism. And Ganesha is the goddess of success and prosperity. So, and in yoga, turmeric is also used to clean your chakras, to cleanse all those energetic poles. And what's interesting is that the active ingredient in turmeric is curcumin. So because of curcumin, it's actually that turmeric is really good for our body. But the only problem is that our body cannot absorb actually even a tiny bit of curcumin. It needs something else in order to absorb curcumin. So our body cannot actually absorb even a tiny bit of curcumin. That's when black pepper comes into the game. Because the main active ingredient of black pepper is piperine. And piperine helps your body to absorb 2000% more of curcumin than without. So it's incredible. If you just add a little bit of black pepper every time you use turmeric, then it will actually have a really good benefit for you. So black pepper has similar effects than turmeric, and this powerful combination helps with digestion, inflammation, and it's also used as a natural painkiller. Now, if you use ginger as well with that drink, which, as I said before, belongs to the same family as turmeric and has actually almost the same benefits as a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. It helps also to regulate your blood sugar levels and fight infections. Additionally, the superroot helps to treat nausea. I don't know if you know that, if you have morning sickness or sickness, motion sickness, ginger is the top to use. And it also helps when you have a flu. It's really good to drink ginger tea when you have a flu. And also, according to Ayurveda, the greatest superpower of ginger is actually that it strengthens also the digestive system. So in Ayurveda, they actually recommend to eat fresh ginger before every meal. A little bit of fresh ginger. That will help your digestion a hell of a lot. Now, the fourth ingredient is lemon. Why lemon? Well, many people say you should drink a glass of hot water or warm water with lemon. Why? Because it helps to maintain the pH level of the body, and it jumpstarts literally your digestion. And obviously it's an excellent source of vitamin C to help your immune system. If you want to know how I make this power drink in more detail, you can find that recipe on my blog, and I will put the link also in the show notes. So you can put a lot of healthy stuff into your body, but that's only half of the truth actually to stay healthy, because it always goes hand in hand, no? What you put into your body, what you do with your body. So I don't actually feel myself without movement in the morning or during the day. It gives me a lot of energy, it helps me to connect with my body, to become more conscious what's going on actually right now in my body and in my emotions. And it gets me into a good mood. So I start actually with doing some energy work. What is energy work? Is you start to activate all the meridians and all the energetic lines inside your body, and you start to get your blood flowing basically. That helps to build your immune system, to release pain, gain energy, clear your mind. It's kind of a combination of stretching, pulling, pushing, and acupressure to get that energy flowing. And yeah, it's really amazing what some little movements can do to your body. And it only takes about 7 to 8 minutes. So it's actually a whole sequence. I will put the link to this video I used to do it with all the different exercises also in the show notes, and you can check it out. Then I continue with doing some yoga. Yoga is I love yoga so much. And I know many people are doing yoga right now. It's kind of trendy, but I'm still starting to understand what yoga actually means. Yoga is not stretching and doing movements, actually. Yoga is a philosophy, yoga is a way of living. And I've been practicing almost every morning for more than 3 years. Even if it's just a little bit, just 10 minutes. And when I don't do it, I really feel horrible. I feel without energy, I feel my body really stiff. So it cannot be missing in my daily routine. And I make it a ritual. I don't just go on the yoga mat and start doing things. No, I actually make my power tea and take it to my yoga mat. I put on a candle, I light some incense, and I put some nice music, some relaxing music, or sometimes a bit more movement, depends on how I feel. And yeah, I combine meditation with stretching and breathing techniques, and really try to connect with what's going on in my body and what's going on in my mind, what thoughts come up, what's happening this morning, no? And actually it helps me not only if I feel pain in my body or if I don't feel good in my body, it also helps me when I have like mood swings, or if I feel down, or if I have sore muscles. Yeah, it helps me with both, physically and mentally. And in yoga you actually say the way you come on the mat, you come off the mat a whole nother person. So you're not a human being, you're gonna feel more alive, you're gonna let go a lot of things on that mat. And that's actually the whole point of it, to transform. And I do around 20 minutes. And if you don't know how to do yoga, there's a hell of a lot of people offering that online right now. And one I can recommend is Yoga with Adriene. I really love her style and her intuition, and yeah, she's just a really funny person also. I'm gonna put the link to her YouTube channel in the show notes as well, so you can check her out and start doing some yoga. So other helpful tools and practices I use, I'm gonna share with you some that I would recommend you to try, is first of all breath work called pranayama. And one thing I do a lot is alternate nostril breathing, which means to start my meditation and to ground myself and to start balancing my energies. It's super amazing to help you to balance yourself and your emotions. And while I do that, I also like to breathe up through all my chakras. So you breathe in and you kind of visualize and activate all your chakras in your body, and you breathe up until you reach your crown chakra, and then you breathe down again, and like that you start to activate and to align all your chakras. And it's a really amazing exercise. I can only recommend it. Another practice I love to do is the Yes, Yes, Yes of Laura Marlina Seiler, a really amazing coach. And basically you put your arms into the sky and you start saying yes, 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 yes all the time, and with a lot of motivation. And with time it makes you feel really good, because you kind of trick your brain in thinking positive, in being motivated and getting energy. And another thing I love to do is just hold your hands up to the sky, look up, close your eyes and smile. And literally you can stay like that for 2 minutes. And neuroscience actually says if you do that 1 to 2 minutes and reaction in your brain is activated, and your brain kind of thinks, whoa, she's smiling, means everything is okay. So your heartbeat, your heart rate slows down and endorphins are released. Smiling is amazing, even if you don't feel like it. That's the thing. So a Buddhist teacher from Vietnam said, sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. So if you smile, even though you don't feel like it, your brain and your body will have the same reaction, and you will automatically feel better. It's amazing. The last tool I want to share with you is shaking it off. Basically what you do, you stand up and you start shaking your body. You start with your legs and your arms, and then your whole body, just like shaking it out, letting it loose. And the longer you do it, it's actually a lot of fun. And it's a really good workout because you activate muscles that you've never used before, trust me. It also enhances your blood flow because it gets the energies moving. So it helps you to become less stressed, to literally shake off the stress and tense muscles. There actually exist whole body vibration therapies. So it's a therapy, trust me, it's really amazing. And I recently found out also there's like a Kundalini meditation of Osho that also integrates shaking your body for 15 minutes, because it's amazing. You should just try it and then you will know if it's good or not. The last thing is obviously dancing. If you've been listening to my podcast, or if you know me, I love dancing so much. It's always the best way to start your day, Because dancing is also interconnected with music, and who doesn't love music? And you can just move freely without restriction and ideas, because in the dancing world also there exists a lot of ideas, structures and judgments. If you want, you can have a listen to my episode on the naked truth about dancing. There I talk a little bit more in detail about that. But we know that dancing lifts your mood if you do it without any of those restrictions. It energizes you and it improves your brain function actually. And you can include dancing actually in almost every task. So I don't just say, okay, now I'm gonna dance. No, I actually clean the house dancing. I actually cook dancing. I brush my teeth dancing. You can do it with everything really. And that's the beauty of it. And music, good music, is proven to stimulate your brain in different ways. It depends on the style and genre of music you like to listen to. For sure it can increase your happiness. It motivates you or it relaxes you depending on what you feel like. But I want to give you one advice here. You should be really careful to what music you're listening to, especially the lyrics. Even though sometimes we listen to music we don't really understand, or we don't really listen to what they're actually saying, subconsciously that has a really big influence on you. So if you like the rhythm, but actually they're talking about sex and bitches and dirty stuff, it's not good for you, trust me. Because even if you don't believe in that stuff, subconsciously it enters your mind, and it enters your mood and your emotions and your vibrations. So be really careful and selective on the music you're listening and dancing to. So with all of these movement tools, I'm actually not only talking about the morning. You can integrate those tools literally whenever you feel like it. There are no rules for the things that feel good. I want to share with you my absolute number one superfood to stay happy and to stay healthy. And the people who listen to me for a while or that read my articles, they know I just love cacao. I'm a cacao lover lady all the way through. And it's something that I cannot stress and say enough, and I will say and mention it all the time until all the world will do it because it's so amazing. Drink more cacao. It should be my slogan actually. So let me just go quickly again into the benefits, because I need to remind you why it is so amazing. So cacao is actually a superhero for your immune system. It is super rich in antioxidants. For that reason it's a superfood. It promotes the production of white blood cells and protects your cells from free radical damage. So it makes you younger. And it helps to develop more healthy gut bacteria, which are the body's greatest defenders against viruses. And the two most exciting components of cacao are phenylethylamine, which is the love chemical and gives you that exciting happy feeling when you're in love, and anandamine, which is the bliss chemical, which makes you feel very euphoric. So these two components make actually that cacao is an excellent antidepressant. And on the spiritual level, cacao is the medicine of the heart. So it's connecting you to yourself actually, and to love. And we know it's way more hard for any illness to enter into a body that's filled with love. If you want to know more details about cacao and the history and ingredients and the benefits, you're welcome to listen to my episode on cacao. And what I do with my cacao, actually I have one here, I'm gonna have a sip, is to make it even more amazing is I add herbs to add even more benefits. So you can add literally any herb you like. I usually add basil, lemongrass, cardamom, any kind of spices too. But I want to recommend especially one herb, which is rosemary. So the old Greek had been using this herb already for a lot of things in ancient times to stimulate actually brain function and enhance your memory. And rosemary as a superfood is also rich in antioxidants, which combat bacteria, fungus, and even cancer. And it's the most amazing remedy to fight stress. And in those times, it's more than necessary to stay calm. And besides all these nutritious benefits, cacao just helps me to get really motivated and to get really creative. So if you feel really down in energy, if you need motivation, if you are kind of in a bad mood or sad, now you have the solution. Drink a cacao. So I want to actually recommend you to drink pure cacao. I know raw cacao powder you can find in every supermarket, and it's okay, but I would recommend to actually buy cacao that you can, in a bar, that you can melt in water and drink, because that still has the full amount of cocoa butter, which contains many healthy fats and is super good for you and hydrates your body in a very different way. And you can feel that nice feeling on your lips too. And as all the medicine in this world, cacao has a spirit. So it's also always recommended to put an intention before you drink cacao. Show gratitude and drink consciously. So like everything in life, when done consciously, it has a more positive effect on you. So even though all of these tools, tips are a little bit more scientific on nutrition, movement, energy, they all carry within themselves something of consciousness and spirituality. So the last point I want to share is a little bit more magical. And this point is about reconnection and transformation. So I want to explain to you how you can transform with fire. I know right now there are a lot of global meditations happening at certain times where all people come together and meditate at the same time. And with those meditations, people are usually asked to light a fire or a candle. Why is that? Here in Tierra Encantada, we actually have been lighting a fire every single day. And before going to bed, I personally always light a candle. Why? Because in alchemy, fire is actually the element of transformation. So it has the power to transform the elements. Just imagine if you, for example, cook a cacao bar in hot water and you heat it, the fire has the ability to transform that bar into liquid. So it changes the alchemical structure of matter. And in Ayurveda, the fire element actually helps your digestion. It lights the digestive fire. It's just another way of transforming food into nutrients. So fire can not only transform physical elements, but also energies and subtle vibrations. So actually that process is more called transmutation. Transmutation is basically assisting in conscious growth. So it's not just transforming, but it's helping to advance, to grow, evolutionize. So with fire you can also transmute thoughts, feeling, and stuck energies. That's why it's really amazing to do this exercise every day. To sit in front of a fire or a candle and give all of that which you want to transmute, all of those feelings, negative thoughts, whatever you want to transform in your life. And I recommend to do that as a daily practice, as in a daily meditation, to have a direct dialogue with this amazing element. And in addition to that, I always burn incense or dried herbs to cleanse the energy. So every herb or incense carries a different kind of benefit and a different energy within itself. You kind of have to find out which one corresponds to you, but I can give you some tips. So I use Palo Santo, which actually comes from a sacred tree here in South America. It's wood. And I also use sage, which also grows in Europe, actually could grow in your garden. And those two incenses are used in a lot of rituals by Native American tribes and many modern witches to clean negative energies in the room or on your body or on other people. So the same goes for some herbs, which I use is eucalyptus, rosemary, lavender. And again, with that you can just feel and connect to the herb and see which one helps you. And in the end, it's all about the respect you show towards the tool you are using and with which consciousness you're performing the act of cleaning, transmuting, or even drinking the cacao or doing the yoga. So, that's it. I'm really happy to be able to share with you again and to share these amazing tools with you, and I hope you're going to try some of them. I'm really thankful that you trust me with that and that you're listening to my words. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me. My Instagram, Facebook is @bluesandia, and my blog bluesandia.net. So I actually had to change my domain slightly because change is wonderful, and I use this also to change my content a little bit and my design to refresh things. And yeah, new beginnings are on its way, and I wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you for listening. I love you. Bendiciones. Plane, those times, oh my god, that doesn't happen very often.